Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to announce about the ninth edition of Retail HR Awards, an initiative that celebrates HR excellence, innovation, and best practices that are truly redefining the people agenda in the retail sector. These awards aim to recognize the most effective HR initiatives implemented between April 2024 and March 2025, designed to attract, develop, engage, and retain talent across the organizations. There were two categories: the small team organizations, less than 5,000 employees; the large team organizations, 5,000 employees and above. The award themes were, the first one was the talent playbook, smart approaches to attracting onboarding the right people. The second one was people and process reinvented, innovations that simplify, reframe, and elevate HR systems and workflows. And the third one was engage to elevate, strategies that enhance employee connection, well-being, and workplace experience. And the fourth one was learning that works, practical L&D programs that build real capabilities across levels. This year, we invited HR teams from across the retail industry to share their impactful initiatives and success stories. It's time to showcase how people practice are driving people's business transformation and creating workplaces for future. This year, we received an overwhelming number of responses and entries both across the categories for Retail HR Awards 2025. The response was truly inspiring, reflecting an immense innovation and dedication by the HR teams bringing the retail industry. To arrive at the shortlist, our esteemed preliminary jury carefully reviewed and evaluated every nomination. Thanks to their expertise and insights that we now have top 5 panelists and finalists in each category. We are grateful to our preliminary jury, Retail HR Awards 2025. Our preliminary jury for Retail HR 2025 were Atul Mathur, EVP, HR and Head Learning and Development, Aditya Birla Capital; Renu Jethani, Global HR Retail, Sutherland; Kshitij Busari, Head HR CRD GF and Global HR CTO, Skindler Group; Swati Goel, Head Human Resource and Administration, Carnival Support Services Private Limited; Binda Kanalyakar, HR Consultant and Wellness Coach, Founder, WOW Wellness at Work; CA Suresh Lakshmi Narayan, Industry Veteran. We extend a heartfelt gratitude to the jury for time, effort, and valuable contribution in shaping the journey of Retail HR Awards 2025. We now move on to a very, very exciting segment, the presentations by shortlisted organizations. Each team will get a total of 7 minutes. That is, 5 minutes to present, 2 minutes for question and answers with the audience, if any. Please note, at the end of 4 minutes, we will remind you that your time is nearly up, which means about 1 final minute to wrap up. We request our teams to kindly adhere to the timelines so that we can give everyone a fair chance. Let's begin with the small team category. The first organization to present is Tata Starbucks Private Limited. Can we please have a warm round of applause for them?
Hi everyone, a very good afternoon. My name is Chetna and I'm taking care of HR business partnering for Tata Starbucks operations. And it's a great privilege to be here and represent Tata Starbucks in front of an amazing set of leaders and peers from the industry. So we'll just start the presentation. Yeah, before I go ahead, you'll hear us referring to our employees as partners because at Tata Starbucks, we do not have titles, we have voices, and hence we call all our partners, all our employees as our partners. And we're going to talk about the partner engagement at Starbucks. So there are 3 core pillars. The first one, of course, is partner experience. The second one is capability building. And the third one is leading with diversity, equity, and inclusion. So talking about partner experience, what is very interesting is that over the last 8 years, our engagement scores have been an 82 and above. We have lowest attrition rate in the industry. So how is it getting driven? I think a lot of levers, but something that's really working for us is flexibility and work-life balance. Again, you may be surprised to know that Tata Starbucks is the first QSR in India which actually adopted 5-day work week for store partners. Driving meaningful connections, there are a lot of interventions. We do leadership assimilations for every new leader that comes in. We have Monday coffee tasting with the leadership team and the CEO every Monday for all partners, and many such interventions. In terms of recognition at Tata Starbucks is not only about performance, it is about recognizing right behaviors and values as well. On well-being, I think there's a lot, but just to call out the unique aspects, we have Cup Fund, which is a fund which is actually contributed by the partners for the partners. We also have parental insurance for partners who are covered under ESIC, and again, many more to go. But going on next is the capability building. Again, an interesting fact. We spoke and we heard about talent retention as a problem, but at Starbucks, we were actually able to retain 93% of our talent, both in operations and SC. So in operations, we have a very strong bench program, which is basically every month, partner gets an opportunity to learn, start working, developing themselves, and be ready for the role even before it comes in. And in SC in support center, we again have a lot of curated pathways and learnings, which anyways is helping us build a very good pipeline. And as you can see, our senior leadership, we've had a 50% infill. There's again, under Grande Leap, there's graduation sponsored by the organization for the partners. Apart from that, we also have free access to Starbucks Global Academy, not only for our partners, but it's extended to their families too. So that's on capability building, and I'll invite my colleague, Anurag, to talk in space of D&I. Thank you.
Moving on to the DEI part. Our gender mix currently stands at about 37% at an organization level. At the senior leadership level, that stands at about 50-odd%. This year, we also achieved 100% gender pay parity. As on date, we have 5 sign-in stores, pan-India. Sign-in stores are stores where our partners with speech and hearing disability work. We were, in fact, the first market across Starbucks globally to design and implement all-women stores. As on date, we have about 34 all-women stores, and we do this by providing safe and secure transportation services to our partners. We also have very progressive medical coverage that supports gender transition surgery. It supports medical coverage towards same-sex partners and towards live-in partners as well. We bridge the gap with our signing partners by providing them a sign-in language interpreter that we've onboarded. We have training modules designed in sign-in language for all our other partners to learn sign-in language and communicate in a better manner with the existing partners. We do a lot of community building initiatives as well. That's at the core of everything that we do. Every store, every year, contributes towards the education of one girl child. Last year, in fact, 574 of our partners came together to contribute a staggering 29,000 volunteering hours, translating into 6.8 per capita volunteering hour. Moving on, we believe at Tata Starbucks that there's no conflict in between doing the right thing and growing our business, and the recognitions that you see on board are a true testament to that fact. We'd like to close with a small video that highlights the journey of one of our partners. Okay. Can we play it from there?
Hi, I am Shilpi. I joined Starbucks 4 years ago as a store management trainee. Today, I proudly lead the store operations for Sector 7 Chandigarh, and the journey has been great. 6 months into my role, I earned my Black Coffee Master apron. It felt like everything that I had learned so far was stitched in that black apron. And just recently, I got the opportunity to lead the Master Brewer program for a lot of customers. It really felt nice. I am a proud partner at Tata Starbucks. It is a great platform and a great career opportunity, especially for females, because the work-life balance here is perfect. And Tata Starbucks also helps partners to pursue their further education. So it's a great organization, and I am glad to be a part of it. So my favorite Starbucks beverage is a nice green tea latte. That is what I order every single time. At Starbucks, it starts with my name.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Reliance Retail, Reliance Jewels on the stage, please.
हेलो ओके सो सबसे पहले मेरी ओर से और मेरे प्यारे परिवार वालों की ओर से आपको और आपके परिवार वालों को इस नवरात्रि पर्व की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं. थैंक यू. ओके, मूविंग अहेड. ओके, जस्ट टू हैव एन आइडिया कि ये किस तरीके से काम करता है. ओके, सो वेलकम टू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट, अ वर्ल्ड where our core mission is to ensure that learning creates a positive impact on all the people across skills, performance, and mindset. In the beginning, we were more into offline trainings. They were impactful, but not without problems. Concerns like the cost it takes, the time it consumes, often interrupts the business operation, and also it was hard to scale across locations. So we turned to online training, where it sorts some of the concerns of offline training but brings the new one of its own, like the dependency on network data, low attention span, and the time isn't always convenient. So we adopted e-learning mode to support, where it solves the concern of convenience, but the rest too remains as it is, like the dependency on network and data and low attention span. Now let's be honest, today the attention spans are shorter than ever. And even surveys reveal the same, that learners prefer short, crisp, engaging content, which are more not even engaging, but also having the higher knowledge retention rate. Even if we look around, it's clear that today, where we avoid long videos, lectures, articles, there we stop for quick reels, shorts, snippets. So short content simply fits the pace of today's world. Now, here was the point, like where we realized that we needed a game changer to our place to fit it. So that was micro learning. So micro learning has its own advantages, like it consumes less data, it is more convenient, it is more effective, it acts as refresher, and most importantly, it saves the valuable time for both learner and trainer to uplift their productivity. Now, it's time to take you all through what we have done so far with this powerful format. So first thing is, like, we developed over 600 minutes of content which simplified the learning experience across all the required topics and in multiple languages. Second, we engaged our staff in multiple programs where they produce such content and were recognized. Such programs not only helps them to unveil their potential, but also allow us to build our own micro-learning library. Third, we wanted it to be consistent and sustainable culture. So for that, our store managers ensure that during daily store meeting, they make sure that every staff member will go through the assigned micro-learning modules. Fourth, our entire L&D team is equipped to develop such content, and all we need is like these basic tools. ChatGPT to ensure you create an engaging scripts. Clipchamp to generate audio in multiple tones and languages. And Canva to enrich the visual experience. All are simple, powerful, and accessible to everyone. Second, we also wanted to tell you that when did we start this journey first. So in the first quarter of the previous year, during our discussion, we identified over 900 CSS who underperformed in diamond category, and due to that they earned lower incentives. So our requirement was to have a monthly training intervention for them, but due to lower like team bandwidth and also the concern
1
of
minute
other
to go.
priorities to it, so we thought that we needed something new. So that was the time we tapped to micro learning, and here are the results. 73% of the employees, CSS, they earned better, like they performed well in the diamond category. 70% of the employees, they earned better incentive than before. 20% was the overall improvement in diamond performance, and more than 3 times the growth recorded in the incentive payout. It also impacted the knowledge. Like earlier via online training only, the assessment average score was 75%. That jumped to 92% with the added support of micro-learning, and alone it sustained to 81%. Now the cultural impact it created is like our internal surveys revealed that employees says micro-learning content are highly useful. It fits their daily work routine. They feel more confident, they find it easy, and they prefer it over the long hour sessions. So that's how we have redefined the learning by making it short, simpler, impactful.
We further move on to the next team, Brand Concepts Limited. I request them to kindly join us on the stage.
I'm Nancy, and with me is Hemant, and we are from the Learning and Development Department at Brand Concepts Limited. So Brand Concepts Limited is a leading retail fashion house. We offer travel gear, small leather goods, women handbags, and accessories. We are proud to represent global brands like Tommy Hilfiger, United Colors of Benetton, Aeropostale, Juicy Couture, Off-White, Sugar Rush, and The Vertical. At BCL, people are at the heart of our growth. We are over 700 people strong across retail, warehouse, manufacturing, and our corporate office. Our focus is simple, to build a culture where talent is recognized, nurtured, and celebrated. With this vision, we launched Pragati, our flagship learning and development initiative. At BCL, we believe that people grow, the organization also grows, and growth only happens when learning never stops. That's why we created Pragati, our flagship program, to give everyone a structured development journey, clear career paths, and the skills to step confidently into leadership roles. For us, it's not just a program, it's a way of seeing your growth matters here. Let us understand why did we needed Pragati. So, because people wanted more clarity on the growth, because skill gaps needs to be filled, because everyone deserves equal opportunities. Pragati makes this possible through skill development, personalized learning, role plays, interactive sessions, and live sessions, helping us, all of us, grow and succeed together. Let us focus on the core goals of Pragati. So Pragati focuses on to identify and nurture future leaders, enabling upskilling, and through structured programs, promote internal career mobility, to create opportunities for internal employees, and to align personal development with organizational growth. Let us focus on the strengths of the Pragati. Growth here is all promotion linked. Completing Pragati makes you eligible for career progression. The process is all transparent and fair. Each person follows a customized learning path, and on completion, there's a certification, a true recognition of achievement. This makes Pragati a program people trust and aspire to be a part of. The most important thing is, whenever we launch any program, it is important to see the progress or that I can see that the impact it has created on the people. So let us see on our results. 40% of our operations team enhanced their skills. 35% in our warehouse team, which includes logistic, allocation, quality development, increased their skills. 45% in manufacturing advanced their technical and behavioral skills, and 60% of retail team members grew their skills. In total, more than 45% of our people developed themselves in just one cycle of Pragati. These are not just numbers. These are real people whose career have moved forward. Okay. Whenever a company launches any program, it also sees that what impact it has created on the business. So definitely, when people grow, the organization grows too. Pragati strengthened our talent pipeline, enabling faster backfilling and leadership deployment. It reduced cost by minimizing external hiring and long onboarding. People showed greater readiness to step into new responsibilities, and most importantly, it kept our people inspired with clear career growth path. To close, I'll say this: Pragati is more than a learning program. It is a mindset shift. It empowers people, creates equal opportunities, and builds leaders from within. At Brand Concepts Limited, we truly believe when a people grow, we all grow. Additionally, at last, I would like to thank RAI for giving us this immense opportunity to present our flagship learning and development program, Pragati, here. Thank you so much.
Next team by Pepe Jeans India Limited. Can we please have them on stage?
Hi everyone, very good afternoon. I am Khyati Zaveri, Manager HR at Pepe Jeans India, and I'm here with my colleague Naveen Prasad, Manager L&D. Together we are very excited to share our Pepe Jeans Engage to Elevate journey with you guys. But before we deep dive into our challenges, the initiatives and the impact that we've made, we would like to share a few glimpses of our very Pepe moments. So these are some initiatives that we took in our engagement piece. In addition to this, we've also done events focusing on employees' mental, financial, and physical health. Now we move next in terms of talking about the business challenges that we've come across. And like any other retail organization, we are also segmented into corporate employees and front-end employees at store. So the challenge one that we faced, while we've observed that employees who work at individual contributor role, usually their interaction with the cross-functional team is minimal. And likewise, when we have new joinees coming on board, their initial interaction is restricted within their team and it's not expanded to the cross-functional team.
So in challenge 2, which is basically related to the stores team, where our frontline staff is very much limited to the learning path and their career opportunities. So to address this challenge, we have launched our digital learning platform, which is filled with AI curated courses into the multiple languages, by accessing our store staff able to reskill and upskill themselves. Also, under the career progression initiative, we have developed a various pathway through which we have given the opportunity to our store teams to develop themselves, and we try to elevate the store team into the multiple function roles.
And in addition to this, we've also relooked at our engagement initiatives and employee benefits. So for an example, our pre-onboarding experience. We had an onboarding experience where a new joinee was welcomed with the goodie bags and gifts on the day of joining. However, we thought of going back and connecting with the candidate even before they were onboarded. Likewise, as you saw, we've conducted events on wellness programs. We've also celebrated employees who've completed a decade or more in their journey at Pepe. And also we've started something called as HR Archive Knowledge Sharing, which is a form of newsletter where we connect with employee on monthly basis through email in terms of sharing employee policy updates or any statutory updates that employee needs to know. Next, we move on. Apart from these initiatives that we talk, we have also launched something called a signature program. And it is called a signature program because they are not a recurring event. They are conducted like once in a quarter, once in 6 months. So the first program that we did on leadership talk was by Mr. Sudeep Ghosh, founder of Uppercase, where he shared his journey of being an employee at VIP Industries.
1 minute to go.
To building a successful brand like Uppercase. The second leadership talk that we did was by a decorated army officer, Colonel K. Kishore, where he shared his journey of transformation from being a cadet to a corporate employee. He also shared his ideas about how army skills can be utilized in today's corporate world. But out of this, one interesting thing that he mentioned and which stayed with us was that he emphasized on saying that वो फौजी ही क्या जो अपनी पलटन से मिलने ना जाए. So through this, he was trying to emphasize that in today's corporate world where there are larger teams, larger department functions, where department leads and functional heads are not able to connect and communicate with the down the line team or indirect reportees, which is essential. The third program under signature program we did was a book reading session. Sorry for the extension. We did one book reading session where we were trying to create a reading habit amongst our employees in today's digital era. Also through this, we were trying to emphasize that while we are focusing on AI curated courses through digital learning, we are equally focusing on sharing real-life experiences. And the last program, which is different from the previous 3 programs we did, and the reason it stood out was because all of our 3 programs was done for our employees. This was one program which was extended to employees' family. So this was a family sports day where employees' spouse, their children were invited, and the whole event was planned accordingly. So now we talk about the impact. I'll quickly take this up. We talk about the impact the initiatives has helped us. It has helped us in creating a positive work culture environment. It has also helped our employees in terms of creating opportunities for learning and growth.
I request the
And,
team to kindly wrap up.
Yeah, that's the last. And through internal surveys that we did and external surveys done by Great Place to Work, 81% of our employees rated our initiatives positively. So that's it from our side. We are open to questions of any. Thank you, guys.
Much. I request our next team, Spencer's Retail Limited, to kindly come up on the stage. And I would also request our next team to kindly be ready.
बाकी सब तो ठीक है बट सर मैं 3 साल से यहाँ पे काम कर रहा हूँ स्पेंसर में ना मुझे कोई ग्रोथ मिला ना कोई मुझे कभी अप्रिशिएट किया सो दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट वन ऑफ द कैशियर सेड व्हेन मी एंड माय हेड एचआर वाज ऑन अ स्टोर विजिट 1.5 year back so that triggered something and from there we launched the program Spencer's Rising Star. So this has been nominated in the Engage to Elevate category. Just trying to figure out how it moves. So the program addressed 2 critical priorities. One is strengthening the engagement and retention, and the second is developing a future-ready talent pipeline. Now, why we launched this program? Like most of the retail organization, we struggled with attrition. We struggled with building a leadership pipeline where a very critical position is supervisors, and we had to hire from outside. Morale and engagement, like I mentioned in that particular instance, career progression was a concern, and then we didn't have any role model on the floor. So that triggers Rising Stars. How we launched it, we ensure that it is communicated across level, and when I say Rising Star, it was launched for the team member level. Team members are the frontliners for Spencer's, and we had about 2,000 team members at that point in time. So we ensured that right from a Kirana store in Siliguri, Bardhaman Road to a store in Barabanki, the message reaches to that particular level. So there were communication teachers launched 1.5 months back. There were guidebooks given to the people, given to the store managers. We call them store directors. However, you know, while we were doing that, a little bit of setback happens. The organization decided to shut down the entire operation of South and North. The L&D team initiative, which was a 5 team, reduced to 2. Having said that, that didn't dent our effort. That gave us a lot of fuel. After this communication, we started to see even the store director taking classes in the store for those team member level on different type of retail maths, on functional processes, on product, etc. They were asking me, they're calling me, asking that what kind of question gonna come. So I'll give you a little bit of idea about what Rising Star is. Now, team member who were working with Spencer for more than 1 year have been given a chance to sit for the exam. So that's, we are talking about approximately 1,011 employees, followed by evaluation. Then their second round of evaluation was panel interview. Third round of evaluation was management and qualitative feedback. We identified the people, and if you can see here, 137 people were identified. We categorized them into gold and silver. There were an additional bonus given to them on their salary. And then the development programs followed by, they would be promoted to the supervisory role. Now, this is how the construct is. So I was telling you that what kind of calls I was getting. I was getting calls because they were asking me what kind of question would come in functional or logical or retail. So first set of assessment was on these 3 parameters where we gave them 30 questions to assess, followed by where we selected around 265 employees. 950 people actually appeared for that particular test. And then if the time permits, I'll show you how the test happened. Then the panel interview, what we did is that the panel interview were done by area managers cross area and the cross HRBPs on these 5 particular competencies. We given them particular set of questions to evaluate them, how to evaluate, how the scoring would be done, everything, and then followed by the
1 minute
management
to
screening.
go.
Sorry. So I'll try to make it quick. Recognition, so they received certificates, they received badges, which kept them tangible recognition, kept them motivated. These are some of the glimpses where the leaders participated in recognizing them on the floor. These are development journeys they are currently having, starting from structure training to in-store projects, and we are also talking about giving them opportunities of doing MBAs and BBAs with a low cost, which we are working on. Business impact, it has a huge business impact. So from 56% almost annual team member attrition, we reduced down to this year projection is 18%. That's a huge, and when it comes to career growth, we started doing it, building a talent pipeline already. So I would like quickly to them to play this video because time is, I think time is running out. If you can help me play the video, please.
At Spencer's, we believe real transformation begins from within. The Rising Star program reflects our long-term vision to build a culture where potential is recognized, nurtured, and celebrated. Our frontline workforce has always been our strength. And with this initiative, we're giving them a pathway to lead, rise, and grow within the organization. This is more than just an HR initiative, this is a business priority. By building a leadership pipeline from within, we ensure continuity, agility, and deep-rooted engagement. I'm incredibly proud of every rising star who has taken the step towards a brighter future.
मुझे पता चला कि मैं राइजिंग स्टार बन गई तो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हुई क्योंकि सर ये मेरे लिए बहुत अच्छा चांस है कि मैं अपने करियर के लिए और ज़्यादा फोकस कर पाऊँ और एक अच्छी पोजीशन में जाऊँ।
और पलक आपको क्या लगता है एज अ राइजिंग स्टार आपके करियर के लिए कितना महत्वपूर्ण है?
सर एज अ राइजिंग स्टार ये करियर के लिए मेरे लिए बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है क्योंकि मैं इससे और ज़्यादा सीखूंगी और अपने लाइफ को और अच्छे से समझ के एक्सपीरियंस लेके और अच्छे से समझ उस चीज़ों को ऑब्जर्व करके एक लीडरशिप की क्वालिटी अपने अंदर लाऊंगी जो मेरे आगे करियर के लिए अच्छा है और आगे मैं ज़्यादा ग्रोथ करूँ।
बहुत अच्छा लगा क्योंकि मैं 3-4 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर। मतलब ऐसे भी कुछ ये नहीं पता चला, 4 साल के बाद पता चला कि मैं राइजिंग स्टार हूँ और ये राइजिंग स्टार को मुझको ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं और इससे ऊपर जाने के लिए एक हमको गिफ्ट मिला है। इस गिफ्ट से हम क्या हो सकते हैं क्योंकि इससे हम आगे बढ़ने के लिए एक भावना हमको मिल सकता है जो हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं।
রাইজিং স্টার হওয়ার পর থেকে খুব দায়িত্ববান ভাবে আমি কাজ করছি এবং যা আমাকে এসেন্সিয়াল কাজ দেয় সেটা আমি 100% করে দেখাই।
We are east based mostly predominantly, so there's a Bengali there. So now the time permits, I'll show you how the exam happened. So that gives me a lot of pride when I see even on a rooftop the people went there and gave exam, and we did a very
It's
nice
time up, sir. We need to wrap up with the presentation.
Okay, perfect. So because of short time, I could introduce myself. My name is Kanchan Bose. I'm the Senior Manager L&D of Spencer's. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please.
Any questions from the audience? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
We further move on to our next team, Reliance Retail Workforce Management on the stage, please. I request our next team to kindly please be ready.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I, Garima Parashar, along with my colleague Gayatri Patne, will be presenting to you how Reliance Retail is building a pre-certified talent pool for retail industry at a large scale. Here we are not only talking about Reliance Retail, but the whole Reliance, not retail, but whole retail industry. As India's largest retail company, we are present across multiple categories as grocery, fashion and lifestyle, consumer electronics, and many more. Today, we operate in more than 18,000 plus stores. We are in more than 7,000 towns, and we serve more than 300 million customers annually. Reliance Retail engages with more than 150,000 store associates. We hire more than 50,000 store associates every year. With hiring of such a big number is not easy. We have faced many challenges as managing a large scale and to ensure the quality of the candidate. Then we have the standard, what was needed was the standard approach of hiring across all locations. Then reducing infant attrition and to ensure the quality of the candidate and to make our employees productive from day one. To overcome all these challenges, we have launched Reliance Samarth application. It is a mobile application which helps with the recruitment, training, and certification of the candidate. It is one-stop digital solution that ensures all our candidates are skilled and productive from day one.
Let me tell you, this application is for everyone and is completely free of cost. Coming to the candidate journey of Reliance Samarth application, the very first step is registration. The registration is done via QR codes. QR codes are available at our stores and on our social media platforms. Alternatively, the candidate can also download the application directly from the Play Store. All these processes are very simple, quick, and user-friendly. Once the candidate creates his profile, he moves to pre-screening. Pre-screening is available in 6 different languages, which is English, Hindi, and 4 South Indian languages. It is a set of 30 randomized questions, which includes questions of English, math, and customer orientation. We also have AI-based asynchronous video interview to assess the communication skills of the candidate. The next stage is common retail training. This provides the candidate with a basic understanding of the retail industry and various retail formats. Once oriented, the candidate selects from the 15 customer-facing roles with the flexibility to opt for multiple roles if desired. Coming to the learning journey, once the candidate selects the role, he receives relevant role-specific modules on the application. These modules are bite-sized, self-paced, and interactive. They are also available in 6 languages.
Store
So this is a sample
the door
video of the
through
same.
which the customer enters the store. Here the customer is welcomed by doing Namaste, and it is always kept neat and clean. Sales floor. The place in the store where products are kept and displayed for customers to purchase is called sales floor.
All these modules are available in 6 languages, and as you can see, we also have these modules in sign languages. Yes, this is the last stage, and the assessment stage is also conducted in a proctored environment, which ensures fairness in the assessment. Once the candidate completes the assessment, he receives a certificate, which is co-branded with Rasi. For the candidates who are not placed within Reliance, their profiles are shared with Rasi to ensure the placement elsewhere. This is done every 3 months. Through Rasi, these candidates gain access to wider opportunities across the retail industry.
The impact so far has been very encouraging. From more than 5 lakh plus registrations, we have 2,70,000
1 minute
candidates
to go.
certified. 1,18,000 candidates has already been hired. We have a talent pool of 5,000 PWD candidates. Our infant attrition has been reduced to 20%. And the TAT of hiring has been reduced to 15 days from 21 days. To conclude, Reliance Samarth, it empowers today's youth and make them retail job ready. Thank you. We can also try by scanning the QR codes. We are open to questions, please.
Any questions from the audience? Thank you so much. We further move on to the large team category. The first team is Reliance Retail Consumer Electronics. Can you please have them on the stage? Over to you.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harshita Rehani, and along with me is my colleague Amit Srivastav, representing my Geo Stores Reliance Retail. In next few minutes, we shall take you to strategic HR initiative launched to enhance employee productivity in our format. It all began in April 24, an annual business review meet, where a sales head approached HR for support to improve the performance of 100-odd stores which have the potential to perform better.
We started with root cause analysis of same set of stores and found factors affecting low productivity, such as lack of understanding of the data, especially financial metrics, low connect of store staff with support team, lack of specific training, L&D intervention, attrition of these stores are high, and less incentive earning of these stores led to low morale. We deeper diving the data, root cause analysis. We started analyzing the sales data for store and employees. We also benchmarking the performance of employee where we are benchmarked with performance of employee with top performers, and we also found that some of low productive employees are focusing on top line achievement than bottom line.
So Team HR brainstormed along with L&D and operations to build a blueprint of this project. Under this initiative, we shared sales data with our store staff and also taught them how to interpret the data. We also emphasized our store staff to make sales-related decisions by teaching them the importance of selling high-margin products.
As our stores spread across India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we realized that stakeholders connect with store team on one-on basis to understand their problems to provide the proper solution. We also organize cross-functional meeting with store staff so that they can share their problem for proper solution. This also led to instilling an ownership mindset and feeling that they are part of the larger organization.
As we all know, one size doesn't fit all. What we sell in Kochi will not sell in Srinagar, which made us realize that targeted learning interventions were required for these set of specific stores, like city-specific programs were catered according to needs. We also share knowledge through buddy programs and mentorship. So today, I'm glad to present the tangible results of our project. Our sales per employee increased by 31%. Our employee incentive earnings improved by 25%. Business grew by 20%. Our net promoter score improved by 9%. Our attrition in those set of stores reduced by 5%. So now we do have a testimony of a project from one of our employees.
नमस्ते एवरीवन, मेरा नाम निश्चित है, मैं सीनियर स्टोर मैनेजर हूँ। प्रोजेक्ट काइजन से हमको स्टोर के टारगेट अचीव करने में बहुत आसानी होती है। प्रोजेक्ट काइजन हमको रेगुलर रिपोर्ट्स का अपडेट देता है, जिससे हम एम्प्लॉय है उनका ट्रैक कर सकते हैं परफॉर्मेंस। अगर कोई एम्प्लॉय परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा है तो प्रोजेक्ट काइजन में हमको वो रिपोर्ट्स मिल जाता है, हम अपडेटेड रहते हैं रिपोर्ट्स के लिए और हमको रिपोर्ट मिल जाता है। उसके बाद हम एम्प्लॉय का परफॉर्मेंस ट्रैक कर सकते हैं। अगर कोई एम्प्लॉय परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा है तो हम उसको नेसेसरी
Thank you. Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, thank you so much. We further move on to our next team by Apollo Pharmacies Limited. Can we please have them on stage? And I request our next team to kindly be ready.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Harish, and along with me, I have Mr. Akash. He's the Senior Manager for Training and Development, and I head the L&D division of Apollo Pharmacy. I would like to take through the learning ecosystem of Apollo Pharmacy. Next slide. Next slide. So whenever I start any training intervention in our organization, there are three questions which are being asked. Whether the training intervention, whatever we are starting, whether it is relevant. Second one is whether it is adaptable. The third one is whether it is accessible. These are the three questions which have been asked. And basing on these three questions, we have been designing the learning interventions, and it has been a long journey of 10 years. But in the past 4 years, our modus operandi has changed, wherein our training focus was from the traditional training pattern, we have changed into business focused and employee driven learning patterns. So currently we have 45,000 employees, and then we serve around 1 million customers every day. And we started a program called Project Nirman. And this program, we started this program to upskill all the employees, starting from the employees who are at the front end, who are directly facing the customers, to the top leaders in the organization. So our main motto is to build capable, confident, and future-ready people for the organization. Okay.
Namaste everyone, and please wish us today is World Pharmacist Day. So we are in the pharmacy healthcare business, so today is World Pharmacist Day. Thank you very much. Yeah, so on that note, let me remind you guys that being Apollo Pharmacy, we are having 6,900 outlets and we are serving close to 10 lakh customers per day. So keeping that thing in mind, we'll take up the further story. So the three challenges what we were talking, this is slow productivity. Whenever we hire new people, it's a very long span that they start becoming productive. Second problem is the leadership. People are promoted to the store supervisor, but they don't have the leadership capabilities. Third is the talent erosion. So these three challenges we address through L&D. So what did we do in the very first step? First was the assessments what we conducted across the hierarchies, studying the need analysis of what the actual organization scenario needs. Then the programs were designed and developed, and technological integration was done by introducing LMS into our learning ecosystem. So this is our first training program what we do. It is a 9-day training in which the incumbent is hired and then they are enrolled into this program. Entire program is of 9 days consisting all the customer service and the technical modules, which helps us 25% increasing the job readiness of the new people enrolled into the system. Then the second thing what we do is for their supervisors, that is the store manager. So we have started something new which is called Career Enhancement Program. Now supervisors are traditionally people who are there into the system since 10 to 15 years. And then they are made the supervisor. So we have educated and trained them. And we also conducted the graduation ceremony calling their families. So it became a very emotional moment for them, giving them the graduation hats and all. It's a very good program. This increased our 14% enhancement into the promotion rate of the people. Then their bosses, that is their executives. So we have this emerging leadership program in which our future leaders...
1 minute to go.
Yeah, I'll just quickly wrap it up. So this is the ELP program in which we have gained the 40% of productivity gain and 334 internal promotions what we could achieve. This is the future leadership program. That is our second in command of all our regional heads. I mean, every state is divided into region and their second in commands were developed to become the future ready by giving the proper module training, personal mentorship and coachings. And gamified learning, as since morning we are addressing that we are catering to the Gen Zs. So all these Gen Zs want the gamified learning. So see how we do it. So this is our My Gurukul application, and these are the games what they have to play and they can learn via that medium. And through exit interview, we have introduced our L&D team into this exit interview process, and we could retain 886 employees, and that's a very big number in such a large-scale organization. So, summing it up, 25% job readiness we could achieve, 14% was the promotion velocity we could achieve, 40% productivity upliftment, internal promotions, and with 886 employees were retained. So, that's how we work at Apollo. Our investments are very much calculative. Our competitive advantage is that we are so much calculative in the thing, so that is why we are quite ahead in our pharmacy retail chain, and we have got a sustainable future owing to this thing. So that's all from us. Yeah,
the last point which I would like to say is that the biggest challenge now which we have is the learning, is specifically the development of the learning content, because nowadays we have the Gen Z workers coming up, Alpha, Y and Alpha generation workers who will be coming into the workforce. We need to have the content which is of 5 minutes, maybe content of 1 minute or even 30 seconds. So we need to adapt all the new technologies, and then there is also a concern about the regional language. So that is also, that should also be concerned. And then there is also concern about the individual learning paths. So all these three have to be kept in mind, and it's a tough task for all the L&D teams, and we are ready to take that challenge by adopting all the technologies. Thank you everyone.
Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, thank you so much. We further move on to our next team, Reliance Retail, Fashion and Lifestyle. Over to you.
नमस्ते, मैं रविंद्र तोमर अपने कोलीग शिल्पा कोचर के साथ आप लोगों को एक जर्नी पे लेके जाना चाहता हूँ. Wondering, right, what this bottle is doing here? एक तो bottle ऊपर से दो holes. So basically, this bottle is our store, and this hole depicts our talent is churning out of it. Now we need to understand why this talent is churning out of it. The two reasons, these two holes depicts two reasons. The two challenges which we face, why the talent is churning out is, one, because of associate experience. The experience which associate take during first few days. And second is because of reactive leadership. Why I am saying reactive leadership? Because when we ask our store manager that we want to retain our talent, the answer we get is, sir, can we do salary correction? Can we do last minute discussions? Can we do exit interviews? But do we think that this is sufficient enough? वो एक कहावत है ना हिंदी में, आप पछताए होत क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. So basically पूरा प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो गया, जब एम्प्लॉय ने डिसाइड कर लिया है कि जाना है, तब हम उसको रिटेन करने की बात कर रहे हैं. Now the question is what exactly we want. We want retention to be developed as in competency, not as in reaction. Because majority of the time retention is not understood properly. तो इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है तो शायद अलादीन का चिराग ही चाहिए हमें इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए.
So as necessity is the mother of invention, we invented a solution called Bandhan, as we strongly believe that every new joinee deserves a warm welcome. And Bandhan exactly does the same, by creating an emotional bond and also bringing smiles. So let us take you through India's first retention toolkit called Bandhan, which has two key pillars. One is associate experience and other is supervisory effectiveness. So in our first pillar, we create Bandhan WhatsApp groups, which are created by HR business partners. So this group starts from the pre-boarding phase and continues till the onboarding phase. आपका अपना 45 days का digital सारथी ज्वाइन करने से पहले से लेकर पहली सैलरी के बाद तक का सफ़र स्मूथ बनाता है. And the results were amazing. Employees felt more connected and comfortable. But the real problem arises when store managers take it forward in the store. So in the second phase, we came across a digital playbook called Bandhan Retention Playbook, where we train the store managers on the do's and don'ts on how to welcome and treat the new joinees, and also how to avoid the sudden after shock which comes to the new joinees. And we were surprised, we were astonished to see that our store managers became better people managers and became more responsible, ensuring that hand-holding and bringing employee delight. So Bandhan is just not about numbers or processes, it is more about creating bonds that engage with purpose and elevate with passion. So this journey started from north and west and soon became worldwide, and started touching the lives of 45,000 plus employees across 15 business formats. So Bandhan is everywhere. It is just not, it is everywhere, creating a home away from home and ensuring that people just don't join for a job, but to create a career. So we'll take you through the playbook as well as the testimonials.
Welcome. I'm excited to walk you through the Bandhan Retention Playbook. A simple, powerful way to help store leaders tackle associate attrition.
1 minute to go.
This playbook is built on solid research. It uncovers why associates leave and gives store managers.
बंधन में जो ideas मिलते हैं. So we strongly believe that happy employee brings happy customer, and so does further leads to happy business. Bandhan is scalable, Bandhan is replicable, Bandhan is sustainable. And the results are in front of us. Increase in employee satisfaction, increase in productivity, decrease in attrition, and decrease in absenteeism. So far, what we covered is pre-boarding to onboarding to handholding. But there is one thing which is there in our wish list, way forward, which is Bandhan 2.0. Nothing but an initiative to make sure that we hire future-ready people. Not only focusing on quantity, rather focusing on quality of hire. This is an engaging video which will help you to understand the whole journey of Bandhan. Basically, the employee is getting inside the store, he is confused. And then how Bandhan is helping him to get through the onboarding and pre-onboarding processes. He's getting all the checklist, all the support from the respective store team, the guidance, the support from the manager. And these ideas are fostering into the mind of people, because when we support through our effective leadership, the employee foster and brings happiness. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, thank you. We further move on to our next team, Max Fashion. Can you please have them on stage?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Neni, and this is Namita. We are here from Max, and we're here to present some of the practices that we've implemented to engage and elevate our employees. Now, at Max or at the Landmark Group, whatever we do, we ensure that we're aligned to our core philosophy or purpose, which is to create exceptional value for all the lives we touch. So keeping that in perspective, when we look at experience, we don't look at it as a one-time effort or just limited to one particular area. It's across multiple touch points spanning all the various levels of the employee life cycle, right from onboarding to the everyday experience.
So starting with Praram, as the word suggests, it's a new beginning. We have started our induction journey, which is having 4 phases. Now, this is very important because this is the first touch point the employee has and creates a lasting impression throughout his career journey with us. So explaining the 4 phases, the first phase is mostly about the values and ethics that we have, assimilation into the culture, more understanding of how our organization works. Next is more on the warehouse and the store visit, which is mostly on immersive exposure about how the front-end operation works for him to better understand the role of a CRE as well. The next is the functional induction, which varies based on the role that he does, could be from 5 to 15 days, which is more of his roles, responsibilities, the different stakeholders he has to interact with, which gives a lot of role clarity to him. And the last phase is a lot of interaction. One of the examples I could take is of a bingo card, which we have. We have a lot of activities listed, which is connected to our values and culture, which makes him understand the overall culture of the organization. So I would say the most important part of Praram as well is that it gives an overall understanding, and also it helps us to curb the infant attrition that we usually see in most of the organizations. Moving on about our whole ecosystem or in terms of engagement and recognition, we have different themes here. Firstly, on recognition, and then on communication, then career development, as well as even the physical experience part of it. So taking a few on Ignite, we have functional town halls, each for every function. There's a mini town hall which we have. We share business updates. We have a lot of recognitions for them as well. Next is on Engage Plus, which is more on the team climate. We meet the teams. We have one-on-one interactions as well as focus group discussions with them to understand the key concern areas which we need to work on as a team. And the team themselves comes up with the action ideas. Next is also we have a youth advisory board, because voicing out the Gen Z, we have a panel which has been a panel of members which has been evaluated, and they give advisory to the CMO, the CEO as well. This is mainly on the product, or it could be as simple as the office experience, or could be any matters. Another thing which we also have in terms of career development, to have an engaging career journey, we have tie-ups with IIMs, ISAPs, as well as Toastmasters. Yeah, and last but not the least, we also on focusing on the physical experience. We have projects like On Renovation and Revitalize, which is mostly about the physical touch points that we have in our office, including the workstations, the overall ambience of the organization. With all of these, we form our ecosystem with different themes. We create exceptional values for all the lives that we touch. We have a small video here.
This wasn't just my first day at work. It was the first step towards something bigger. And at Max, I found people who saw me, welcomed me, and made me feel like I belonged.
Every interaction, every learning moment was thoughtfully designed.
1 minute to go.
Not just to teach me my job, but to show me how the business breathes. That clarity empowered me, enriched me, and made me feel truly equipped to make an impact. It's the little moments that matter. Being seen, being heard, and being celebrated for who you are and what you bring.
At Max, every role is a career journey enriched with mentorship, real development, and the chance to grow ahead of the curve. I'm not just growing, I'm becoming who I was meant to be.
What we experience here isn't just high performance. It's pride, friendship, and the feeling that we are all part of something meaningful. From day one to every day, my growth has been shaped with care and purpose. Max Fashion, creating exceptional value for all lives we touch.
So, in terms of impact, we also ensure that whatever we do, it does have a lifelong impact on all the individuals. But in terms of the effectiveness, there are 3 parameters, which is Great Place to Work survey, where we've seen a positive delta of 7%, and we've also surpassed the benchmarks in terms of the top 10 and best in retail. So that obviously has had an impact on the retention, which has gone up by 5% and 10% of sales growth. So in terms of our way forward, we are very clear that we have 2 objectives. One is to sustain the momentum, and the second, like we said, across multiple touch points, also reimagining the entire exit experience. That's what we're going to focus on now. Thank you so much.
We move on to our last presentation by Team Titan Company Limited. I request them to kindly take it forward.
Hello. Hi, good evening all. I'm Hemang Nancy. I represent Titan Company. I lead the retail training capability for the jewelry business, and I have Kaushal here with me, who leads the entire diamond training capability. So let me take you through where we started in last year, FY 23-24. There were a couple of issues that we faced when it came to capability building, as well as the way the entire retail exposure has been at the Titan Company. And what we found was attrition was a big problem, 30% attrition. There was a low acceptance towards the GH and RGA plans and being able to effectively pitch it. The confidence levels were low of the RSOs as well. And we really wanted to drive a program, because we have 24,000 retail sales officers across the country, with 85% of our stores being franchisee owned. So how do we drive a solution to build capability at a large scale? And one of the interesting things that we adopted was AI and digital learning. and we introduced something called as Sarthi. Sarthi is an AI-enabled bot which helps us to drive training capability on a 24/7, multilingual, personalized, and always on available on the mobile. In addition to Sarthi, we also have bots that help us drive other businesses through Raga bots, a Tanera bot, Optimate. And through this, it has really helped get more personalized learning for our retail sales team. In addition to this, we have integrated it to our LMS. We have also reinforced not only digital learning, but a lot of more immersions through our factory visits, through our programs like Nuvo and Learning Champions. And we've also created what I would say is one of the most agile retail infrastructure when it comes to training. Thank you. So what have we seen? I mean, it's been some phenomenal results, 85% adoption to our LMS platform. We have also ensured that over 1,500 diamond sessions have been conducted where 15,000 customers have been reached and educated. Over 300 learning champions have been certified. We've had phenomenal results when it comes to some of our more profitable categories as well. And yes, the enrollment percentages have improved by 13%. In addition, from the employee perspective, it's been phenomenal as well. As you can see, the confidence levels of our employees have increased by 16% when it comes to product storytelling. The factory immersions have really built further enhancement to their learning quotient. There's been a 90% satisfaction to the Sarthi bot just from the ease of use. And the CSAT scores, of course, have shown improvement near zero in some of our stores. In fact, the great other, I would say, achievement for us is even our regional trainers have been recognized for the efforts that they've been taking across the regions. And we are spread across 13 regions, pan-India and international. From a business impact, and that's really where we really want to impact the most, right? And it's been, as I could see in the numbers out here, 1,200 plus crores of solitaire sales that were improved last year. We've had a 12% year-on-year growth on the studded category, which is our most profitable category. The bot learning has actually helped also reduce the overheads when it comes to training and the heavy load that we have in terms of physical training. And of course, it has helped us also spearhead our newer brands in our business, Mia and Zoya, which has catapulted to 1,000 crore plus businesses. And of course, it has also helped us accelerate the onboarding and of course reduce costs. And yes, obviously what we would like to do for the way forward
1 minute to go.
is move forward to expand this across the board to across 24,000 employees and of course drive this to our international markets as well. And I'm just going to take a minute here and talk about where we are today when it comes to the next slide, please. Thanks. Just go further. Yeah, so we have also done one very interesting matter, not only on the retail training capability, but we've also reimagined the store infrastructure. We've created 3 new roles within the store teams. We've created service specialists that help us, help in turnaround time reductions and as well as increase the customer satisfaction when it comes to orders. We've created team leads that help us drive mentorship and coaching within the stores. And we also have created service category specialists. So that has helped us to also drive a more specialized retail at the store level. So one was on the capability front and other is on the store infrastructure. And together, that has really helped us drive the excellence that we see at Titan today. Thank you so much.
With that, we wrap up our team presentations.